Justin Martyr, who wrote in the middle of the 2nd century, about 155, he was a philosopher. He was a legit philosopher. And he became a Christian, and he believed very strongly in pre-existence. And he writes this really fascinating book, which if you're interested in these subjects, I recommend you read. You can get, it's just like a paperback. You can buy it in modern English, called Dialogue with Trypho. And in that book, chapter 48, he says, "For my friends, there are some of your race," this is him talking to this Jewish guy named Trypho. So it's a Christian philosopher talking to a Jew, non-Christian Jew. "For my friends, there are some of your race who acknowledge that he is the Christ." I had that backwards. This is the Jew talking to Justin, right? So there are some of your race who acknowledge that he is the Christ, but claim that he is of a merely human origin. I naturally disagree with such persons. It appears to me, said Trypho, that they who assert that he was of human origin and was chosen to be anointed and became the Christ propose a doctrine much more credible than yours. We Jews all expect that Christ will be a man of human origin and that Elijah will come to anoint him. And so what we find here is an acknowledgement that there are some of these people that believe Jesus is the Christ, but claim that he has a merely human origin. So Justin, in the middle of the 2nd century, himself, he believes that Jesus had a heavenly origin, but he knows other Christians that believe Jesus had a human origin. And his conversation partner, Trypho, says, oh yeah, like that's the way we as Jews think about it, that he's going to have a human origin. Justin is comfortable calling Jesus God, but then he'll say Jesus is a second God to the Father. He has no problem calling Jesus a second God. This is another quote of his from chapter 55. He says, "There exists and is mentioned in Scripture another God, and Lord under the Creator." See, there's the subordination. Even though Christ pre-exists, there's still one God over all. You see what I'm saying? You catching my drift? So there is another God and Lord under the Creator of all things, who is called an angel, because he proclaims to man whatever the Creator of the world above him, there is no other God, wishes to reveal to them. He who is said to have appeared to Abraham, Jacob, and Moses and is called God is distinct from God, the Creator, distinct, that is, in number, but not in mind. For I state that he never did, I like this part, he never did or said anything other than what the Creator, above whom there is no other God, desired that he do or say. So Justin is going to call Jesus God. I would argue that the translation should be a lowercase g, because he's a heavenly being like an angel who exists prior to his human birth, but he's not in anywhere in the league of the one true God who is over all.